Hello, and welcome to the Moonday Message for this week, beginning on August 17th, 2020. And we have this week the intersection between Pentacles and Wands, which is the intersection between getting really grounded, the earth, security, issues of safety, issues of how we support ourselves, combined with the element of air, the wands, where our intellect and our intuition meet, the place where we become inspired, where we start to feel movement from the inside out. So this week is very complex and nuanced, but it's based very much in this realm of the Pentacles. The main card for the energy that is available to all of us this week is the Three of Pentacles. And Pentacles, again, it's that earth base. It's where we where we are aware of the things that make us feel safe and secure, make us feel grounded. And this card in particular speaks to work. It speaks to productivity. It speaks to creativity. This card, the Three of Pentacles, speaks to where are we using our creativity? Have we found our niche? Have we found work that really not only supports us economically, but is supporting us in a much deeper way as well? This is the energy that's here and present for all of us. So if you've been really affected by COVID and you have been graced with unemployment and those things have come to an end, there's a lot of push, a lot of anxiety, a lot of questions about how are we going to continue moving forward. The reality is shifting yet again. Some people really felt on stable ground, maybe for perhaps the first time in a long time or in their adult lives, in getting the stimulus packages and feeling what it feels like to not be continuously strapped. And then there were others of us who weren't granted that benefit and have been struggling this entire time and are still feeling anxious and unsupported. And that there are others of us still who have had to work the entire time and are so frazzled and are so pushed past our capacities that we're finding difficulty finding the joy in the work that we're doing. This is the energy of the Three of Pentacles. There's a lot up in the air this week in regards to how we spend our working lives. And I felt called to pull two more supporting cards for this because it's such, even though it's such a small card, it's such a big energy for the collective, this internal urge to not only have our needs met, but to be doing work that truly inspires us. This is quite a different way of thinking than the capitalist framework, right? We're actively rewriting a paradigm here together, and the energy available is for us to not only get back to work, but can we get back to work that is pleasing, that brings some semblance of pride and joy? Can we find work that suits each particular person and in that work get all of our needs met, right? And the cards that came to support, I'm seeing these as the two directions in which we can take this information. There is this undercurrent for all of us to begin moving back out into the workforce, getting our ducks in a row, really committing and diving back in after this year of poetic chaos. And in that push, we might be feeling the Five of Wands. This card, as you can see, and we've gotten it before in the last few weeks, it's all about being ungrounded. This being is on one foot can't keep a hand on all of these wands, all of these directions, all of these things that are calling for attention. It feels like this week, time which has been put on a pause is now winding back up, and we're all going to be feeling it, feeling this push-pull of our calendars filling back up. We're about to begin school again in a couple of weeks. The season's going to change again in a month. There is just this change. There's this change coming. And we've not yet really grounded or integrated what has already been this year. And so the Five of Wands gives this element of just being on our toes. This is one way we can look at this week, feeling like, I can't keep up. I can't get everything. I can't pull it all together. I'm feeling ungrounded. I'm feeling a little chaotic and crazy. That's one option in this energy of the Three of Pentacles. Or we can come at it through the lens of the Knight of Pentacles. And I love this card as our support card for this week. And if you have an option, I say choose this one if you can. You know, there's nothing wrong with Five of Wands. There's nothing wrong. There's no problem with being in that field if that is what you choose. But we do have choice. And we can instead take on the mantle of the Knight of Pentacles and breathe and feel that energy of being ungrounded and say, yes, I'm not fully grounded where I am. I'm still in motion, and I'm choosing to look at it as an adventure. The Knight of Pentacles is all about adventure. It's all about being in motion, knowing that we may not be rooted in one place physically, or rooted in one job, or rooted in one house, but we are always able to come home to ourselves and root down within. We can always come to that place of groundedness and feeling safe within our own body. And I say this through a lens of wholeness, and I want to affirm that if you are moving through trauma, if you have moved through trauma, if you are not in a place of privilege where you have come to feeling safe within your own skin, I hear you. Many of us do have a lot of work to do to be able to feel safe in our own skin. Work that is no fault. There's no fault or shame or blame. It just is. And I honor that experience. And even in that experience, I want to offer that you can be safe in this body. It is a possibility if you choose to move towards that seed. It is possible. And that's the energy that is available to help guide us this week as we are collectively feeling this push-pull of the Three of Pentacles, as we are collectively, as this organism, this human species, we are breathing in and out this new anxious energy of getting things moving, of getting things rolling faster, as we're moving towards fall, as we're moving towards school starting, as we're moving to a whole nother set of unknowns, and the flu season beginning, and whatever COVID is going to do beginning. Well, there is the invitation to always come back to this body that is so instinctual and so connected to the environment around you that it has its own honey language. It knows how to calm itself if you listen. It knows how to bring itself back into alignment, into homeostasis, and it is doing so 24 hours a day without you ever having to logically think about it. This body, this beautiful gift that we've all been given, is a place where we can root, where we can get into the strength of our bones and continue to breathe through this ride. Breathe through whatever comes our way this week and any week, that invitation is always extended and available. And I feel like that's the ally really coming through this week, is the bones. Feeling into our bones. Feeling into that strength that is always underneath the skin, that gives us structure, that moves wherever our brain wants us to move. We are solid. If we feel into our bones, we're always grounded because we literally carry ground within. That is the Moonday message for you for this week. I hope so much that it serves and that you have everything that you need, that you are able to find a way of using this electric energy in a way that is productive and nourishing and creative and doesn't burn you out. And I will see you next Moonday.